Dylan, defensively, that may have been one of your better games all season. What led to such a great defensive output today?
Um, Helping my teammates, being the shifts, um, just playing physical. He doesn't like being physical, and he caught me on one of those moves to get a foul call. But I still, wanted to, still put physicality on him because I know he can change the game. And uh, just my willingness to be disciplined and contest shots and make everything difficult for him.
Uh, Dylan, in this matchup, I mean, you held Chris scoreless in the first half, and he made that 3-pointer. I mean, y'all were up 34 points in the third quarter, and you look over to the bench, you find out those were his first points of the game, and you weren't happy.
Yeah.
You were planning on shutting him out?
Yeah, I wanted to. I honestly thought he already made like a layup or something beforehand until he hit that three, and I look up, he only has 3 points. But, that's just my competitive nature. You know, if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it all the way, and just try to continue to be that defensive presence every single night out, regardless who I'm guarding, and work on my discipline without fouling. I feel like I've been doing a good job this year of, not fouling and being able to contest and fight through screens and get back in front. So, I put less pressure on my bigs at the rim.
Everybody, all your teammates always seem to bring up the film that you watch and how much film that you watch. What is your, not just the film, but your routine look like, during the day leading up to a game? Like, how much film are you watching? What else are you doing to get prepared? What does that look like?
I'm probably watching, I'm probably trying to grab my iPad from one of the, film guys and just tell them to put, their last 3 games, plate calls, shots that they take, and then ultimately, trying to, I guess they have like a little sheet that I can read on about, and I just watch the shots that they take and see what they like going left, going right. I'm like really diligent, just watching exactly, what shots they like. And then overall, this is my 6th year, so, there's a lot of guys that, I guard that are still in the league and still playing at a high level. So, it's just, every time just every year or every game, I just gain a little more and more. And, you just never know. I try to, figure out what they're going through, as the past 3 games, just, shooting it bad. And my favorite game is when they come in hot because then you shut them down, and then it's like, I did my job that night. So, yeah, pretty much. And then, getting these score sheets and looking at their percentages and, shots that they take. And so it's just everything from the day before and even 2 days before if we have that time.
Is this like something you're doing first thing in the morning when you wake up? And are you as intense about everything as you are about basketball? Like, I guess how would you sort of describe
I have to make myself take a step back sometimes because I get too much, and I know some people can't handle it. But it all comes from a good place, and I think about it all the time. Even after we play Atlanta last, I'm already thinking about Giannis, and then I get pissed off. Before the game, we had practice and we had 3 guys. It's because Darko's running the scout for Milwaukee, and Steve-O comes into the gym is like, Darko, who's got Giannis today? And I'm already yelling out in my workout. I'm like, I got him. And then Steve was like, nah, I got him. And then he comes out and says, no, Trips got him. And then Trips, we got 3 guys trying to fight, to see who's going to guard Giannis, today. And then I totally understand, why I didn't get the Giannis matchup. But, whatever the team wants, I'm going to give. And, we did a good job on Giannis tonight as well.
Two-parter, Dylan.
Yeah.
Last year, you guys were considered road warriors because you dominate on the road.
Yeah.
This year, you got off to a slow start on the road.
Mm-hmm.
What would it take? You got a 4-game road game coming up. What would it take to receive that moniker Road Wars again this year? And 2, your favorite Christmas song?
I think we never was under 500 on the road or any road trip that we were on last year. And, we took pride in that because, the year before that, when we played like Utah in the playoffs that year, we would drop some games on the road, games that we should have won, like the OKCs and stuff like that. We would drop games that, teams are just playing harder than us, and we think, we're going to win the game. And, we don't ever have that mindset anymore. It creeped in a little bit, at the beginning of this year. But, we, figured it out, and, we realized that, teams are coming for us. And we ultimately have that mindset we're coming for them. And we need that every single night. And as a collective group, it's not just 1-2 guys, As a collective group, we know that, to be a great regular season team, to be where we want to be, in the playoffs or whatnot, that we need to win. We need to give our best effort every single game, regardless who we're playing with or playing against, and whoever we're playing with as well. Because we have that same mindset, next man up. And like I tell my rooks all the time, it's not only the 2 teams that you're playing, it's the other 28 teams watching you play that you're showcasing. So,
Dillon, on the next road trip, you guys face off against the Warriors for the first time since the playoffs. It was announced earlier this week Steph would be out for a couple of weeks. As a competitor, does it kind of piss you off that he won't be available for the Christmas Day game?
Yeah, a little bit. I hope he plays, though. But I got Clay. I like that matchup better because he was talking a little smack when we lost. So I'll just show him what type of defense I got. You know what I mean? But just next man up. So whoever I got next, or whoever I got on the Warriors, whoever suits up, I'm ready to go, ready to play. Because I don't only watch one guy. I watch everybody, 3 or at least 4 guys that I'm potentially going to guard. So, but I hope he gets healthy for sure.
Dillon, what's one of your favorite Christmas gifts you received when you were a kid, when you were older? And then 2, what's your favorite Christmas movie?
My favorite Christmas movie is The Grinch. And not the cartoon one, but the one with actual actutors and stuff. I think it's Jim Carrey that plays the Grinch, I think, in that one that I like. And then my favorite gift was just the one that comes out of my head was Assassin's Creed, when video games were really big, or it's big now, but it was the first one, very first one. And Christmas is one of my favorite holidays. I used to go all the way down to New Brunswick, which is in the East Coast of Canada, where my mom's from. We would have big Christmases there, have traditions all the time, cooking or getting ready. This thing called the Land of Nod. It's a cinnamon roll dish, which I just fill up on for breakfast, open gifts. And I never started watching Christmas games, NBA games, until I was 18. So, yeah.
Dillon, we've seen you guard Zion, Shea. You said you wanted Giannis tonight, but you held Chris to 3 points. Do you feel like, your name deserves to be mentioned now at this point? We saw a guard finally get some recognition last season. Do you feel like you deserve to be in that Defensive Player of the Year conversation?
100%. I don't get the steals or the big-time blocks, but, I'm going to give fits to whoever I got that night, whoever's the ball handler or whatnot, or whoever's, going to be featured in that game with the offense. I've been doing it for, 4 or 5 years now, guarding the best players, and I'm only getting better at it. So if I'm getting the recognition now, it's only going to be more and more when the years come. Appreciate it.